That can give your child the fuel to face the world head on again. I got so many responses of so many parents telling me how proud they are of their children. Learning to live with Tourette's is a journey. Whether you have it yourself or you have a child that has Tourette's. But knowledge is power. So that's why I asked parents of Tourette's children, what do you wish you knew when you just found out that your child has Tourette's? This video is aimed at parents and caregivers of children with Tourette. Having a child with any disorder is hard, and I can only imagine what it must be like navigating this whole new world of medical terms and all these things. And I really hope that this video will help. If you're watching this video, I want to thank you. You are educating yourself for your child, and I think that's really great. If you feel that someone else could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them, because knowledge is useless if it's not shared with the people that need it. My name is Luca and I have Tourette's. But when I was younger, I didn't have very severe tics, so I didn't get diagnosed until I was in my 20s. So I don't have a lot of first-hand experience being a child with Tourette's, and I'm also not a parent. So in preparing for this video, I reached out to many of the Tourette groups on Facebook, and I bundled all the responses that I got from parents and from people with Tourette's themselves, and combined that with my own experiences to create this video. Also, I'm not a doctor. Please don't use this video as medical advice. For medical advice, go to a neurologist, to a psychiatrist. They will be able to help you with those types of questions. Okay, intro's out of the way. Let's start. Here are 5 things every parent with a Tourette's child should know. Number 1, don't underestimate comorbidities. The majority of people with Tourette's also have a comorbid disorder. Comorbid disorders are disorders that often co-occur when you have Tourette's. And with Tourette's, that's ADHD, OCD, anxiety, and autism. When your child has tics, it's easy to just focus on that and not notice other underlying conditions that might make life a lot harder for your child. So it's important that you're vigilant to that. Get properly diagnosed and make sure your child gets proper treatment. These disorders don't live in a vacuum, even though they are different diagnoses. It's still the same brain, so these things impact and influence each other. For example, I have both Tourette's and ADHD, and even though these are 2 different diagnoses with their own characteristics, for me it's sometimes impossible to distinguish which symptom is Tourette's and which one is ADHD. So it's important to treat the person as a whole and not just separate diagnoses. If you're interested in learning more about ADHD, I do make videos about that as well. So check out some other videos on my channel and consider subscribing so you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. Number 2, please know that your child cannot help this. Don't punish them for having tics. That only makes things so much worse. Tourette's is a neurological disorder. It's not caused by bad parenting or a lack of rules, and to pressure your child to stop something that they physically cannot help is only going to do so much more damage. If your child was paralyzed, you wouldn't punish them for not being able to walk, right? Instead, make your home a safe space where they can just let it all out and be themselves. The outside world can be terrifying, especially when you have Tourette's, and as a parent you can't control the outside world, but you can make sure that your child is safe and accepted at home. Number 3, advocate for your children. Teachers and other parents might not understand Tourette's, and even some doctors don't know enough about the disorder. So educate yourself, educate others. People fear and judge what they don't understand. Make sure that the people that surround your children when you're not there understand your child and are able to help them when needed. Number 4, find community, both for your child and for you. I already mentioned this before, but there are so many Facebook groups for children with Tourette's, for Tourette's in general, for parents of children with Tourette's. There's so many of them, but so many lovely people that are going through exactly the same thing. There are also so many Tourette's associations for different countries, and they often organize great events, and that's great for both you and your child. As a child, to be able to interact with peers that are going through the same thing, that understand them, that where they don't have to hold in their tics or explain anything, that can give your child the fuel to face the world head on again. Number 5, children with Tourette's are resilient. I got so many responses of so many parents telling me how proud they are of their children, that even though they struggle, they're so strong. This whole Tourette's thing is scary, and believe me, I know, but it will get better, I promise. Many children will grow out of their tics. Some of them won't, I didn't. But if you're able to equip your child with the confidence they need from an early age, they'll be able to handle this later in life. Don't worry, it gets better. Hold on, you got this. If you have any thoughts or questions, please leave them in the comments below. I read all of them, and I promise I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. For now, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.